Hello, this is Brighton TV and this is the match preview for Brighton vs Fulham. And in our last league game, we beat Leeds 1-0 and we played really well. And when we had the ball, instead of passing it around the back like we normally do, trying to establish control of possession, we ended up going for a much more direct approach and it worked. We ended up scoring a fantastic team goal. It was right at the defence. Burn ended up headering it and then March flicked it on and it was just great transitioning from the defence to the attack really quickly. There's 8 passes in total and we played so well in that first half. We were stopping Leeds from having any control at all, and Bamford, who normally has so much say in how Leeds play, he ended up having 4 touches in that first half. We were so good at stopping Leeds from creating much at all, and the front three of Alexis, Trossard and Malpe, they played so well versus Leeds. They were able to go and be so direct and being a threat when in other games it would seem like we didn't seem too much of a threat when we ended up getting the ball. Alexis, he was able to play the killer pass and he looks so much better in that 10 role. He can do that direct pass or the through ball to the strikers and it puts the opposition defenders on the back foot, makes more space in the midfield, which goes and helps us establish control of the game. Then we played well together and I was surprised that Bissouma wasn't included against Leeds, but the midfield two of White and Gross, what they did was they're able to go and play really quick 1-2 touch passes where Bissouma, he normally holds onto the ball more and he's able to break up play, but what White and Gross were able to do, they'd help us go and transition, which we normally don't do as much, and that helped us go and catch Leeds off guard. And Veltman, who played right wing back, he was amazing. He was stopping most Leeds attacks and he was able to go and be very defensively solid, and that helped us massively in getting a win. And we had a game in the FA Cup against Blackpool and we ended up winning 2-1 and 2 screamers from McAllister and Bissouma, and we ended up having control of the game. There wasn't really too much threat from Blackpool. And the FA Cup, it's helped us bring a lot of momentum to the side. 3 in our last 4 games were wins and it's going and helping us. And we need to continue this form into the league and hopefully it goes and be huge in us trying to stay up in the Premier League. And when you look at Fulham's form, they haven't been great. They haven't won any of their last 8 league games. And if we do take advantage of it, it will be huge in us staying up in the Premier League and widening the gap between us and the relegation spots. And Fulham, they've looked very dangerous in some games I've watched them in, especially Lookman. He looks like a real threat and he's always able to go and bring Fulham up the pitch, and we need to be careful of him. And he's scored 3 goals this season. He not only does he bring goals, but he's able to be a lot of a direct threat, and we need to be careful of him. And my lineup for this game, I think it should be a 3-4-1-2, and in goal I think it should be Sanchez with a back three of Webster, Dunk and Burn. And Webster, he looks so much better on the right hand side of defence. He's able to glide into midfield and he progresses the ball so well, and his ability to pick out a player from centre back is huge in us going and getting any counter attacks. And the reason why I'd put Burn over White is because when White plays in the back three, White has to play on the right hand side and that forces Webster on the left, and Webster isn't as good on the left. And what Burn's also able to do for us is that he's able to pin opposition fullback with a left-sided wing-back, and it's able to go and get us up the pitch when we need to. And he does have the ability to do a cross when he does, and he does the low crosses really well into the striker's feet. And the wing backs, I'd play March and Veltman. Lamptey isn't fit yet, so that's why I'd pick Veltman. And especially versus Blackpool, Veltman looked solid and he was able to go and bring the ball forward quite well, so that's why I play Veltman alongside March. And the midfield two, I'd pick White and Gross. And the reason why I don't think Bissouma should be in the midfield is because not only did he play 90 minutes against Blackpool, is I think we need to go and be very direct and very quick against this Fulham side. And that's why White and Gross, as I said earlier, they are able to do 1 and 2 touch passes extremely well and extremely quickly, and that's able to help us progress up the pitch really well. And Gross as well, he's a really good creator from deep. And in the 10 role, I'd pick Alexis McAllister. As I said, he's on great form, especially playing in that central 10 role. He's able to go out and pick up spaces which he normally wouldn't be when he's playing out wide. So that's why I'd play Alexis in the 10 role with a front two of Maupay and Trossard. They had a brilliant game against Leeds, and them three do link up really well, and they can cause opposition defenders a lot of harm. And my score predictions for this game, I think will be 1-0 to Brighton, and I think Maupay will score for us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brighton TV and follow us on Instagram.